Alright, we have our bezels ready, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and solder our bezels onto flat plate. Have a little piece of 20 gauge left over. Now you can use any size you want, but this is a good size. It works pretty well. Now what we'll do is we'll take a bezel, we'll set it on there, we'll mark it, we'll cut it out. You'll want to cut the plate out about a 1/16 of an inch larger than what you're going to actually use. Like so. And the reason for that is that when you liquefy the flux, when you're heating it up, sometimes the bezel on the flat plate can move around a little bit. And if it does move a little bit, a 1/16 of an inch will be enough to make sure that your bezel is completely on top of the plate when it does get soldered. And that said, what we're going to do is we'll use a red Sharpie, marking out a piece of flat sterling, and solder that to the bezels. So what we'll do is we'll take a stone and pop a stone out of the bezel. It's important not to bend the bezel when you're taking the stone out, because this is the way you're going to solder it on there. And I'll just put some marks on here. Take a square. You can freehand it if you're good at it. I like to take my Fisher heavy-duty scissors to cut this stuff. And I'll cut it on the mark. So I've got this little piece now, but I'm going to want this to be nice and flat for when I do my soldering. Just take a rawhide mallet on a little anvil and flatten it out. And if you tap it and it doesn't move, you got it nice and flat. Okay. The next thing that we're going to need to do is, at this stage, again, jewelry is all about process. At this stage is when you're going to want to mark it. Now I happen to know that the ring part is going to be this way on this stone, so I'll take my stamp, my hallmark, and I get a little hammer. I'll go ahead and put it under where I know the bezel will be. And I give it a nice one manly tap. And now I got my hallmark on there. This ring is also sterling, so I can go ahead and stamp this piece of work sterling. And that's done. Sometimes stamping will deform it, so I'll just make sure that it is nice and flat before I move on. At this point, I'll go ahead and start prepping the surface for soldering. I'll take some 400 grit sandpaper and I'll just clean the surface up. Doesn't take really long to get this cleaned up. The side that we're going to be soldering onto is nice and clean. And that's ready.